What is up, creators, and welcome to AI in Action. Here are 30 expert techniques to help you master Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash image, better known as Nano Banana. Now, if you've spent any time with this tool, you know the exact feeling. 1 minute, you're blown away. It's a game changer for consistency, creating incredible 3D figurines and keeping your character identical across dozens of images. The next minute, you want to throw your computer out the window. You're fighting it constantly. You're dealing with a massive loss in image resolution, a stubborn refusal to control aspect ratios, weak prompt adherence, and an over-the-top censorship system that blocks totally safe creative requests. So, how do you fix this? What if I told you that its biggest problem isn't a bug? It's a deliberate engineering choice. Nano Banana's official name, Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, and its Nano moniker tell you everything. This tool was optimized for speed, efficiency, and mobile users. It prioritizes rapid generation over maximum fidelity. So the fix isn't to treat Nano Banana as a broken professional tool. The fix is to master it as a highly specialized, high-speed consistency engine and then build intelligent professional workflows around its weaknesses. Today, I'm giving you the complete masterclass. We are counting down 30 expert tips pulled directly from advanced user reports and developer guides that will take you from frustration to total mastery. We will cover foundational prompt language, advanced character consistency, full AI filmmaking pipelines, and yes, specific workarounds for its most critical flaws. You are going to want to bookmark this one. Let's get into it. The first and biggest mistake users make is prompting Nano Banana with simple, descriptive language. To get control, you have to speak its language. And its language is data. It was trained on millions of photos with all their technical metadata. So using that technical language isn't a suggestion. It's a coordinate, pointing the model directly to the visuals you want. This is how we stop the model from interpreting and start making it execute. Tip 1. Specify camera lens and aperture. Stop using vague terms like blurry background. That's ambiguous. Instead, dictate the exact optical hardware. Prompt example, captured with an 85mm portrait lens at f1.8. This tells the AI the exact depth of field, background compression, and bokeh effect you require. Tip 2. Use cinematic shot composition. Control the frame using established filmmaking language. This gives the AI unambiguous instructions on how to compose the scene. Prompt examples. Don't just say from below. Use ultra-wide low-angle shot from worm's eye view, or close-up three-quarter portrait, or medium shot, or bird's eye view. Tip 3. Command lighting with technical language. Good lighting means nothing. You need to define the setup to control the entire mood. Prompt examples. Use 3-point softbox setup for a clean studio look. Use soft, golden hour light streaming through a window for a natural warm scene. Or go stylistic with vibrant pink, purple, and electric blue neon lights for a cyberpunk aesthetic. Tip 4. Reference film genres and artistic styles. This guides the overall aesthetic by telling the model which visual conventions to pull from. Prompt examples. Film noir style, high contrast, moody and cinematic aesthetic, or sci-fi aesthetic with transparent lines and a galaxy backdrop. Tip 5. Use semantic positive prompting. This is a crucial one, recommended directly by Google's own guides. Nano Banana gets confused by negative commands like no cars or no rain. Instead, you must affirmatively describe the scene you do want. Bad prompt, a street with no cars. Good prompt, an empty, deserted street with no signs of traffic. This gives the AI a clear, positive instruction to execute. Tip 6. Control motion with shutter speed language. Want to show motion or freeze it? Use camera settings. Prompt examples. To create motion blur, ask for a high shutter speed capturing the motion of people and cars as streaks of light, which mimics a long exposure. To freeze action, specify a fast shutter speed. Tip 7. Define color palettes and temperature. Get specific to control the color grade. Prompt examples. A vibrant color palette, desaturated colors, a warm color temperature, or even get super technical. Correct white balance to neutral daylight, 6500K. Tip 8. Layer-specific textural details. This boosts realism. Guide the model on what surfaces to render in high detail. Prompt examples. Add phrases like emphasizing key textures and details, water droplets on skin and hair, or intricate panels and glowing accents. Tip 9. Combine everything into a master prompt. The real power comes when you layer all these technical commands into one comprehensive set of instructions. Master prompt template, a photorealistic shot type of subject, captured with a camera lens details. The scene is illuminated by lighting description, creating a mood, atmosphere in the style of film genre. The color palette is color description with a focus on key textures. Okay, you've mastered the single prompt. Now we need to edit. Nano Banana's conversational editing is its greatest strength, but it's also the main source of consistency drift, where your character's face or the image quality just melts away after 3 or 4 edits. Here is how you control that iterative process. Tip 10. Use incremental, single-purpose edits. This is the #1 rule. Never, ever try to change multiple complex things in one prompt. Bad prompt. Change the background to a beach, make her smile, and adjust the lighting to sunset. The model will get overwhelmed and give you a blended, low-quality mess. Good workflow. Break it into a sequence of simple edits. 1. Prompt. Change the background to a beautiful beach. 2. New prompt. Now make her smile naturally. 3. New prompt. Finally, adjust the lighting to a warm sunset golden hour. This atomic approach is a core best practice. Tip 11. Execute the fidelity reset. This tip is essential. After a long chain of edits, you'll see the image quality degrade as artifacts build up. You need to reset the model's context. The workflow. 1. Download the last good, high-quality version of your image. 2. Start a completely new chat session. 3. Upload that downloaded image as a fresh baseline. 4. Provide a new, consolidated prompt for the next change. This forces the model to reanalyze the high-fidelity source, clearing its memory of the previous degraded steps and preventing further drift. Tip 12. Use conversational branching. Want to test different ideas without losing your spot? When you get a result, instead of continuing the chat, go back and edit a previous prompt to generate a new variation. This creates a branch in your conversation timeline. It's perfect for A/B testing creative ideas, exploring different lighting, or storyboarding alternate scenes without losing your main edit history. Tip 13. Reinforce core elements in every prompt. To prevent the AI from forgetting what's important, gently remind it of the non-negotiable elements in every follow-up prompt. Prompt example. Instead of just change her shirt to red, use keep the character's facial structure and hairstyle identical, but change her shirt to a red jacket. This constantly reinforces your key constraints and reduces unwanted changes. All right, we are 13 tips in, and just with these foundational and iterative techniques, you can massively improve your control and image quality. If you are getting value from this deep dive, and we are just getting started, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It seriously helps the channel and tells YouTube we're providing useful guides for other creators. And I have to know, type in the comment section, what is the single most frustrating thing you've experienced with Nano Banana? Is it the censorship? The aspect ratio? Let's talk about it. Now we get to the magic, long-form consistency. Nano Banana is famous for this, but true mastery requires a system. The reason Nano Banana is so good at this can be thought of as a real-time, zero-shot LoRa. Normally, you'd have to train a custom LoRa model on dozens of images to get character consistency. Nano Banana does it instantly from a single reference image. It creates a temporary, implicit model of your subject's key features. But this model is temporary and can be corrupted by new prompts. These next tips are all about reinforcing that implicit model. Tip 14. Create a digital character sheet. This is your anchor. Start by generating one perfect, high-quality, front-facing portrait of your character. This is your master reference. Workflow. Upload that master portrait and prompt Nano Banana. Create side and back views for this character in separate images. This collection of orthogonal views is your character sheet. It gives you consistent visual data of your character from every angle for all future generations. Tip 15. Use multi-image reference for poses. This is how you put your character into new scenes. Upload both your master character portrait for identity and a separate reference image for the pose or environment for context. Prompt example. Make the character from image 1 adopt the sitting pose from image 2. This separates the task of identity from the task of action, giving you way more accuracy. Tip 16. Use explicit identity preservation prompts. You have to command the model to stay consistent. Be direct. Prompt examples. Keep the subject's identity, body proportions, and clothing consistent, or preserve our likeness, no distortion. This reinforces the primary goal. Tip 17. Generate controlled variations, emotion sheets. Use your master portrait as the consistent reference to generate narrative variations. Prompt example. Using the character from the uploaded image, create an emotion sheet showing expressions for happy, sad, angry, and surprised. This can also be used to show the character aging or in different states, all while locking their core identity. Tip 18. Isolate your subject first. Before putting your character into a complex new background, generate them on a simple, neutral background first. Prompt. Place this character on a clean white background. This creates a clean asset. Then, in a separate step, you can use that clean asset and your background image to composite the final scene. This two-step process stops the AI from getting confused by competing details. Tip 19. Use multi-image fusion for group shots. Want to put multiple, consistent characters in one scene? Upload the master portraits for each one. Prompt example. Create a new image showing the person from image 1 and the person from image 2 having a conversation at a cafe table. Tip 20. Standardize your character block. For any big project, develop a standardized text block describing your character's unchangeable features. Character block example. A man with short brown hair, a prominent scar over his left eye, and blue eyes. Workflow. Include this exact block of text in every single prompt when generating new images of that character to constantly reinforce their identity. Tip 21. Establish an environmental master shot. This same logic applies to your world. Before making a sequence, create one perfect establishing shot that defines the location's lighting, color grade, and mood. Use this image as a style reference for all subsequent shots in that location to ensure total visual continuity. Tip 22. Generate consistent props as isolated assets. Need to use the same futuristic sword or branded product in multiple scenes? First, generate a clean image of that prop on a neutral background. This is your reusable digital asset. Then use multi-image fusion to place that specific prop into different scenes or into your character's hands, ensuring it looks identical every time. Okay, we can control our prompts, our iterations, our characters, and our worlds. Now let's make a movie. Nano Banana is the perfect engine for creating keyframes for storyboards and animatics. These static frames are then brought to life by dedicated AI video models. Tip 23. Translate your script directly to a storyboard. Take your script or shot list. For every key moment, use Nano Banana, along with your established character and location master shots to generate the corresponding visual frame. You can build an entire visually coherent storyboard that matches your narrative perfectly. Tip 24. The core animation pipeline. This is the fundamental workflow you need to know. It is Nano Banana for consistent keyframes, AI video model for animation. You generate your perfect, consistent storyboard panels in Nano, then export them and import them into a tool like Google VO3, Luma Dream Machine, or Runway to generate the motion between those shots. Tip 25. The start-end frame technique. This is an advanced technique for precise motion control. First, generate your starting shot, frame A, and your desired ending shot, frame B, using Nano Banana. Then, upload both images to a video model that supports this, like Kling or Hailuo. You prompt the video model to create the transition between them. This is incredibly powerful for complex actions, like a character running to and climbing into a car. Tip 26. Generate in-between frames. What if your video model struggles to make a smooth jump between two very different keyframes, like a character standing, frame A, and then sitting, frame C? The jump is too big. The fix is to use Nano Banana to generate one or two in-between frames, or tweens, that break the action down further. Create a shot of the character beginning to sit, frame B. Animating from A to B and then B to C is far more successful than a direct jump from A to C. Tip 27. The Midjourney to Nano Banana pipeline. This is the single most effective hybrid workflow used by the creative AI community. Step 1. Ideation in Midjourney. Use Midjourney for your initial concept generation. Its strength is pure artistry, imagination, and unique style, perfect for finding your creative direction. Step 2. Consistency in Nano Banana. Once you have your perfect Midjourney image, import it into Nano Banana. This now becomes your master reference. Step 3. Expansion in Nano Banana. Leverage Nano Banana's superior consistency engine to generate all your variations, different camera angles, character sheets, emotion sheets, and in-scene edits. This workflow combines Midjourney's creative spark with Nano Banana's production-ready consistency. Tip 28. Use LLMs for prompt engineering. Before you even touch Nano Banana, use a powerful LLM like GPT-4 or Claude to brainstorm your prompts. Give the LLM your simple idea and ask it to generate a detailed, technical prompt using all the cinematic and photographic language we discussed previously. This effectively turns the LLM into your creative director, crafting the perfect instructions for you. Okay, that Midjourney to Nano Banana pipeline is honestly how most pros are getting those incredible results you see online. We cover advanced hybrid workflows just like this every single day of the week here on AI in Action. If you are serious about mastering these tools and building a professional career, do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a tutorial. Section 5. The Fix. Overcoming critical flaws. We've covered 28 tips, but now we have to tackle the limitations that make you want to quit the tool entirely. The ones that are frankly unusable for many legitimate creative needs. I'm talking about aspect ratio and style transfer. Here are the definitive fixes. Tip 29. Fixing aspect ratio. This is the big one. Nano Banana ignores dimension prompts and defaults to a square. Fighting this is a waste of time. The fix is actually quite simple. Let me walk you through it. First, let's do it the normal way and ask Nano Banana to help generate the image of this man in a 6:9 aspect ratio. As you can see from the result, it failed. Here's the fix. 1. First, go to a design platform like Canva. Get a background in your desired dimension. The background should be in white plain color. 2. Download this background from Canva. Upload it to Nano Banana 3. Then use this prompt. Use the image only for reference ratio size. Create a new image of desired image here. Another solution would be to import an image with the dimensions you wish to use. Tell it to generate your image while placing it on the dimension of the uploaded image. Tip 30. Fixing poor style transfer with image-based prompts. The final critical flaw. Nano Banana is terrible at interpreting text-based style prompts. Prompts like, in the style of Van Gogh, or in the style of Picasso simply do not work well. Sometimes you get an okay result, but most you don't. The rule: never rely on text for critical style transfer tasks. The fix workflow. The correct method is to always use the multi-image reference feature. 1. Upload your content image, image A. 2. Upload a second image that is a perfect example of the artistic style you want, image B. 3. Use a prompt that tells the model exactly what to do with this visual data. Prompt example: apply the artistic style, color palette, and texture of image B to the composition of image A. This uses direct visual analysis, not abstract text, and gives you vastly superior and more predictable results. And that's it. 30 expert techniques to fix Nano Banana's biggest problems. The key takeaway is this: stop fighting the tool. Stop treating it like a broken all-in-one generator. Embrace it for what it truly is, the most powerful, high-speed consistency engine we have ever had access to. When you prompt it with the precision of a cinematographer, manage its iteration to preserve fidelity, and most importantly, build an intelligent hybrid toolchain around it, combining its consistency with Midjourney's creativity and Photoshop's outpainting. That is when you transform it from a frustrating toy into an indispensable professional asset. The future of AI art isn't one perfect tool. It's the curated AI toolkit, and it's mastering the art of making many tools work as one. I really hope this guide helps you move from frustration to mastery. My next video is a deep dive on that start and end frame technique using Google's VO, taking what we learned today to the absolute next level. You will not want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching AI in action. Now go make something amazing.